Today, the 26th of January 2022, I had a presentation to one of the charity organizations that operate in Coventry, England. It's a topic on permission to work for asylum seekers or for people we have made further submissions. This is a topic that has been circulating in social media, and people have been given various type of advice, and people have been getting a lot of text messages and WhatsApp messages relating to this, and I've received a lot of questions as well from different individuals. When it comes to permission to work, if a person makes an asylum application and they already have a visa or a valid leave to remain, they may at the same time make an application for permission to work. The Home Office will ordinarily grant them permission to work, and they can work even as they are seeking asylum. So, for instance, if someone was a student, they can switch to become an asylum seeker and at the same time make an application for permission to work, and the conditions that we're applying to their visa will be automatically extended to their visa, and they will work until such time when the Home Office makes a decision, or until such time that the person becomes exhausted in terms of their appeal rights. The other scenario is where someone makes an application for permission whilst they may sought asylum after their leave to remain expired or was voided, or they didn't have a valid leave to remain. In such a situation, someone making an application for permission to work will have to wait for 12 months before they can make an application for permission to work. In other words, it will be 12 months from the date that they made an application initially for seeking asylum, or 12 months from the date that they submitted their further submissions. The application can be made directly by yourself as an asylum seeker, or you can make it using a representative of your choice. The Home Office would then consider the application, your immigration history, your compliance, the reason why you are seeking permission to work, and then if permission to work is granted, then you will get a new bail form which states that you are allowed to work, and you can get your NI number and open a bank account, and hopefully if need be, depending on your circumstances, be able to rent a house and so forth. Permission can only be granted if the Home Office is satisfied of the reasons which they mention in their guidance, which I've said, like that you're a person of good character, you don't have a criminal conviction, you've been compliant with the Home Office, and so forth. It is important to bear in mind that permission is only valid as long as a decision has not been made, or if the person has not exhausted their appeal rights. If their appeal rights or a decision has been made, then by operation of law, that permission to work will become invalid, and caseworkers in the Home Office routinely check the permission to work. If you're an employer who have employed someone who had permission to work as an asylum seeker, it is imperative upon you to periodically check the right to work, because some of the people might not advise you that a decision has been made, and the permission of work to work is no longer valid, and in such circumstances you might end up employing someone who does not have a right to work, and you'll be in breach of the immigration rules, and you risk being fined a hefty fine of about 5,000 or 10,000 pounds, depending on the circumstances. The permission to work is granted using the job shortage occupation list. So it is those jobs that are on the occupation shortage list that someone will be granted under the permission to work, not under the skilled occupation list. why there has been such interest in this permission to work of late is because the Secretary of State made an announcement that carers and caregivers jobs and have been now been added to the shortage occupation list, which means that even asylum seekers and most asylum seekers might have experience in working with in the care industry. So the Secretary of the Home Department made an announcement that caregivers and care work has been added to the um, occupation shortage list, and therefore asylum seekers will be able to work. And there's also an announcement that because of COVID, caregivers might be recruited from outside the country, I think for a period of about 12 months, subject to review, and there may be extensions and so forth. But since now that announcement has been made, there's been a lot of inquiries. Everyone has been asking questions about it, but you have to fit within the categories of the asylum seekers who have got an outstanding application for 12 months or so, so that you can get the job. Once you get the job, you might be able then to work, to get your NI, to open a bank account, and presumably also get to rent a house and do anything else that someone who's working might be able to do. If you are living in nurse accommodation or if you are receiving nurse support, the Home Office will review your income and your expenses, and they might terminate your nurse support or they might reduce it, or but they will work accordingly to what their circumstances is. So from the 15th of February 2022, the care jobs are now on the job occupation shortage list, and asylum seekers will be able to get jobs in that particular line of work. I think this clarifies the questions that has been asked by people. The permission to work is not a new thing. The permission to work has been there for a long time. It's already in the immigration rules. There is a provision for the immigration rules where what is yet to be considered in granting, the conditions that are necessary, how it is refused, and how it is cancelled or revoked. It's all contained in the immigration rules. All such information as well is in the public domain. Um, you can apply by yourself or you can use a solicitor. It's up to you. If you're competent, you can do it, or you can get someone, a legal representative, who might be able to help you with your application. My name is Andrew Nyamayaru. I'm a solicitor at Tanlo Solicitors, and our phone number is 02477632323. You can see our videos on our YouTube channel. If you go on YouTube until you search for Tanlo Solicitors, we have got quite a number of videos that are quite helpful that you can watch. Thank you.